Hello, in this Reliabills training video, I will show you how to create an installment invoice. Step 1, let's go to the Invoices tab and select Installment Invoices. Now, if you've created installment invoices in the past, they'll be listed here. In this video, we're going to create a new one. So click here. If you've created invoices or recurring invoices or estimates, you'll recognize this procedure. Step 1 is always select a customer. If you haven't created any customers yet, or you have a new customer, go ahead and just click here. In this example, I'll pick an existing customer. If you've created recurring invoices in the past, you'll recognize step 2 and step 3. These are the first two steps when creating a recurring invoice. Installments are a little bit different, and that's because the first thing we need to do with installments is calculate the total balance due. We'll start by entering a principal amount. Next, if you want to add a finance fee, this is basically the amount you want to charge your customers for allowing them to pay with installments rather than upfront. Now, if there were only going to be one payment, you're basically done. In this case, however, I want to spread their balance and the finance fees over 12 months. The system will automatically calculate the amount for each payment. And if I want to change that, the amount per payment will be recalculated. Now, let's say also I want to get a larger amount up front. In this example, let's say $500. The system will recalculate the balance due and spread that remaining balance over payments equally 2 through 11. If I want to change anything, I can do it here. All totals and payment amounts will simply be recalculated. If I'm good, let's move on to step 2. Now, this is exactly how recurring invoices are calculated, because in this step, we want to identify when and how frequently invoices will be created and sent to customers. In this case, I want my invoices due on the 1st of every month, starting March 1st. I'd like the invoices to be created 14 days before the due date. I'll have them repeat once a month. Again, we could make this quarterly. We could make this annually, every 7 days. But again, in this case, I'll have them created monthly. I do want them sent to the customer on the create date for every invoice. And remember, if you don't want them sent to your customer, instead you've got your customer on auto bill and you just want to bill them, select no. In this case, I'll select yes. I want the invoices sent to my customer. Step 3 is the invoice detail. Basically, you're looking at an invoice edit page. You can look at your company information, the customer's information. If you need to edit it, you can. If you want to add a service address, you could. Here's where I'll select the product or service that I'm billing the customer. If I've pre-created products and services, they'll appear in the drop-down. In this case, I'll create a new one. If everything looks good, the last step is to preview the invoices. Now, this is different than recurring invoices. With a preview, we give you a chance to look at every one of the installments. There's my first installment of $500. There are my individual payments. The dates look great. Everything is due on the 1st of the month. And if I want to make edits or changes, fine. Just click the edit button. Let's go up here. Let's make it 16 payments. All the totals are recalculated. And let's even reduce the amount of the first payment. The recurring profile looks good. The invoice detail looks good. I'll preview one last time. Everything looks great. So I'll go ahead and generate invoices. Now, this is something that's different than recurring as well. When you click the Generate Invoices button, rather than just generating one invoice, with installments, you're actually creating all of the invoices. We do that so when the customer receives every invoice, they know exactly how much has been paid and exactly what the balance is. And now we're done. When we created this installment invoice, we set it up so that invoices would be created and sent automatically to the customer on their create date. If you also have your customer's billing information on file and they're set up for autopay, they'll be billed automatically on the due date. You're 100% on autopilot. If you have any questions, please reach out to us at support@reliabills.com. Thank you.